Okay, guys. So today we're going to look at roots of a quadratic function, and we are basically going to be using the curve of a quadratic function to write down the roots, right? Because sometimes the question may ask you when you're done draw the graph to write down the roots of the graph, roots from the graph. Sorry. Okay, so basically the roots of the graph would be where the graph cuts the x-axis. So we know the x-axis is the line that goes across left to right. So it would be wherever the curve cuts the line that goes across. Now if you look at this one, so this one that I have drawn already is the graph of negative x squared plus 2x plus 2. Right, so I have that drawn already. So if you look, you're going to notice it cuts the x-axis in two places, here and here, right? So what we're going to do is just read off where it cuts the x-axis. So if you notice, it doesn't cut at negative, okay, so it doesn't cut at -1, right? It cuts like right before that. But if we look, it'll be 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. So we have like 5 of those tiny blocks to make up one. So that means like one of these blocks would be like 1/5, right? So how many? 1 2 3 4. So it's there at the fourth block, so it's 4/5, right? So this will be -4/5. So the roots would be, so for this one, this is the one that I have pulled up on the screen. Roots are -4/5, right? So that -4/5 is this. So we're going here now to read the number that we have here. So I'm going to just zoom it. Okay, no, that didn't work. Okay. So we're going to read this one here. Okay, so the this software is actually giving me the answer, right? But we're going to actually try to check it for ourselves. So 1, so it's 2, and let's see how much fifths, right? 1 2 3, about 4, right? So it'll be 2 and 4/5. So we have a first root. So this one has 2 roots, right? And 2 and 4/5. This looks like an 8. Okay, this is 5. Right. So that's it. Easy. You just draw your graph, or if you have it drawn already, and you just read off where it cuts the x-axis. So we're going to do this one now. So we want to find the roots again from the graph of f of x is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 1. So I'm just going to pause the video and see if I can pull up the graph for that, and then we'll examine it. Alright, so I just pulled up that graph. But this is a software I'm using, so I'm just inputting the functions and it's actually drawing the graph for me. So I have to go and physically draw the graph. Alright, so with this one now, again, we're going to see where it cuts the x-axis, which is that line going across here. If you notice, unlike the last one, this one only cuts, well, it touches at one place. So the last one had 2 roots because it cut at 2 places. This one will only have 1 root because it touches at only one place, right? And this one, well, I'm just going to zoom it a little bit, right? You can see that this one falls directly on -1. So the root of this function is -1. So I'm going to write down that. Make sure you can see properly. Root is equal to -1. So this one only have 1 root. The one before that had 2 roots, which were -4/5 and 2 and 4/5. Okay, so, and that's basically how you find the roots of a quadratic function when you already have your graph drawn.